welcome to Tap at Home. I'm Laura and I'm a creative arts therapist with the Animation Project, or TAP. And today we're going to be learning to make banana bread. The oven is preheated. Perfect. Nowadays it's more important than ever that we take care of ourselves. With that in mind, I chose a recipe with some healthy alternatives to traditional ingredients. That being said, using traditional ingredients to make baked goods and to eat those baked goods is another way we take care of ourselves, so do whatever works for you. I can only scrounge up half a cup of banana for this recipe, so I cut it in half. But just so you know, the full recipe would be a 1/3 cup melted coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil, half a cup honey or maple syrup, 2 eggs, a cup of mashed ripe bananas, half a cup of milk or water, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon ground cinnamon, and a 1 3/4 cups of flour. Today we'll be using whole wheat flour. Then of course we get to the fun part, which is the optional portions. You can throw in chopped walnuts, raisins, dried fruit, or in this case, chocolate chips, because why not? We already started by preheating the oven to 325, greasing our pan, and we're ready to go. In a large bowl, beat the oil and honey together with a whisk. All right, we got our oil. You guys can see all this. Nice coconut oil, honey. We got most of it. I don't really look at baking as an exact science, although perhaps it is, but it's fun sometimes to guess. Then we want to beat these together with a whisk. Perfect. Add the eggs, or in this case, because I cut the recipe in half, egg. Beat well. Get that yolk to break. And then we're gonna whisk in the mashed bananas and either your milk or water. Here are our mashed bananas. Very brown, as you can see. These bananas sat in my freezer for I don't know how long, and they looked pretty disgusting, but that's perfect for banana bread. So we've got our mashed bananas, and instead of using milk, I am using water, just because dairy and I don't tango so well, but you use whatever you like. And the next thing we're gonna do is add our baking soda, vanilla, salt, and cinnamon. Baking soda, not baking powder. They're different things, very important. Vanilla and salt. Now, if I was a professional baker, perhaps I'd be whisking these ingredients in one at a time. I'm not sure, but this is what works for me in the moment. And cinnamon. Whisk, 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 whisk. So we're gonna whisk until we blend. So I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I really like to bake because it reminds me of when I used to help my grandma bake chocolate chip cookies. Do you have a memory associated with baking? And what's your favorite thing to bake or eat? What's your favorite baked good to eat? Make sure you let us know in the comments. At TAP, it's been really interesting since switching to the virtual platform. What's really cool about animation is we can still stay in contact with all the people in our community and kind of help people learn the skills, because it's something that is already done on the computer. So if you are interested in learning more about the animation project and improving your animation skills, it's a very exciting industry, check us out. Check out the animation project, and the links will all be alongside this video. I am going to stir in the flour. Just stir in the flour until combined. Now the flour is going everywhere. That's the best part about baking, is the mess. So, no fretting about that. The next thing is we want to fold in our mix-ins. So we are going to mix in chocolate chips. I chose to use both dark chocolate and milk chocolate chips because why not? So we're going to fold it in. All right, we got our chocolate chips going on. Now we are going to put the batter in the greased pan. I think that this will be just enough to get a nice small loaf, which will work for my purposes. But that just goes to show how you can really improvise with recipes and do what you need to do based on the ingredients you have. Do your own thing. The last thing we're gonna do before we put it in, we still have our cinnamon out. We can put a little bit on top. Cinnamon tastes really good with the banana bread. can kind of swirl it around. I think that we are ready to pop it into the oven. So, 325, opening the oven, carefully putting it in, and now we set our timer. You want to bake this for 55 to 60 minutes when you're doing the full recipe, or until a toothpick comes out of the center clean. So, now we wait. The time has come. Carefully take the pan out of the oven. And there's our banana bread. Leave it on the stove to cool. If you're not gonna eat your banana bread in a week's time, I recommend that you slice it and put it in the freezer. That way, it'll last for several months. Now we wanna see your work in the kitchen. Tag Tap at Home NYC on Instagram for a chance to be featured. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.